What's up, SWTOR players? Backseat Gamer here, back with another highly beloved fashion alert for you today, where I'll be going over the armor sets and pieces introduced with the release of Galactic Season 8, Rising Powers. For those who don't know, these fashion alerts are meant to keep SWTOR players aware of new, earnable, limited time armors as they're introduced to the game, so people are kept up to date on what's new and decide if they want to put in the time and effort to get them, as well as to help them determine if they think subbing or resubbing to SWTOR is worth it. And toward that end, I preview the armor sets and how to get them, talk about what I like or dislike about them, and maybe give some ideas on how I'd use them in creating various outfits. So if that's something you'd appreciate, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit that thumbs up and consider subscribing to Backseat Gamers to stay up to date on SWTOR. Now, as alluded to in Broadsword's livestream preview, this season is all about uprisings, and it's bringing us the standard fare of 2 new armor sets, and an additional 3 individual armor pieces, and of course that's on top of a whole line of other rewards. Season 8 began this week, and it's set to run from now until the last day, July 28th, giving players a little over 4 months to work their way along the seasonal rewards track. Without further delay, let's get right down to business and take a look at the new armor sets and pieces. Now, the 2 armor sets, the Coruscanti Traveler set and the Kaas Traveler set, are Andor inspired, so they have kind of a metropolitan citizen look and feel to them. Starting with the Coruscanti Traveler set, working our way from top to bottom, this armor set has a headband that doesn't stand out very much, but it's decent. I like that it doesn't go all the way around the head, it's just kind of glued onto your forehead. It's not what you'd consider a statement piece, but it seems pretty versatile, like you could use it in a lot of different looks. Moving to the chest piece, it's okay. Kinda bland, kinda looks like it doesn't know what it wants to be. And when I first saw this set, I thought the hood might be part of the headpiece. It looks like it's not fully conjoined with the chest piece. But it's part of the chest piece, and it's all pretty unremarkable. The bracers are pretty unique because they cover the outside of your forearms but come back around and connect on the inside, but they actually clip through my character's arms. I don't know what body types this applies to, but it happens to the male body type too, which might be the most common body type. Now, they don't seem to clip when you're wearing long sleeves, so I don't know, figure that one out. But yeah, these are unique, but not very good in my opinion. The gloves are pretty nice. They've got nice textures on the palms and fingers, and the gloves have a good armor plate on the back of the hand. Yeah, these are good gloves. The belt is very bland and forgettable. Some of the textures are okay, but it's not enough to make this interesting. But that could work in your favor if you're looking for a nondescript belt. The pants are decent. They're loose without being too baggy, and they've got some unique thigh flap things here. The boots are good. They're pretty simple, but they have updated textures, and sometimes a simple boot is exactly what you want. And the set dyes pretty well. It's evenly split between the 2 colors, with a few spots keeping their color as well as the silvery gray parts staying that way. Now we turn to the Kaas Traveler set, once again starting up top. This headpiece is similar to the first in that it doesn't loop all the way around the head, but it adds these cheek plates that really make it look unique, and the features along the band are raised and more prominent, and it makes this piece stand out. In my opinion, this is actually the best piece out of these 2 sets, but naturally it's literally the last armor piece you earn in the rewards track. The chest piece is nearly the same as the Coruscanti set, but it doesn't have the hood, which I don't think looked all that good anyway, so there's some addition by subtraction. And this one also adds some shoulder pads here that I think actually do a lot to round the piece out. I think the improvements on the first model here make this one a decent chest piece. The bracers are tremendously bulky, yet they still find a way to clip my character's arms if I don't have long sleeves. This belt is a lot better with the added canisters and pouches, but because the bracers are so bulky, the pouches push right out into them. Not quite clipping, but definitely making this area look too busy. The gloves are nearly identical to those of the last set, but they have this little bar on the top that differentiates them. Otherwise, they're solid, like the first pair of gloves was. The pants are basically the same as the Coruscanti set, but without the thigh flaps, which kind of bucks the trend of these Galactic Season sets, as usually the second set is the one with the added pieces of flair on top of the base model introduced with the first set. But here it's the second tier of pants that are the more understated ones. The boots are basically the same as the first boots, but with some armor plating around the top, and that makes these look a little bit more interesting. And lastly, this set dies pretty much along the same lines as the first one. As you can see, like with previous seasons, these 2 armor sets are pretty similar, with the 2 sets only having a few tweaks here and there setting them apart. Overall, I think these sets are okay. They're not blowing me away. Although I could use this headpiece in a number of different looks, like some kind of prince or chieftain or something like that. And I'm not sure yet exactly what kind of outfit I would use the Kaas chest piece on, but I'm thinking it looks good with some kind of open lower robes, which gives you a look like some kind of Jedi Council advisor or something like that. Galactic Season 8 also brings us 3 individual pieces to earn: the thigh-high boots, the Galactic Privateer Hat, and the Scourge of the Galaxy helmet. The boots are just the SWTOR boots, without the armor plating. The textures weren't even updated. That being said, these SWTOR boots were once very expensive and highly sought after for female characters, so clearly people like the model. But be warned that they will clip with most of the newer pants in the game. The Galactic Privateer Hat and Scourge of the Galaxy helmet are obviously inspired by Captain Silvo from Skeleton Crew, and I think these look pretty good for what they are. I like the eye patch on the Privateer Hat, although I think all this tubing is a bit excessive. Though I really like the face covering on the Scourge of the Galaxy helmet. And both hats have a few credits stashed away up here. I love that. But these headpieces are very specific. I think if you're using these headpieces, your character can be a space pirate and nothing else. But they fit that look well. And you can pair it with the Mysterious Rogue set to recreate Jad Na Nawud, aka Captain Silvo. Lastly, the vast majority of the surface area on these 3 pieces takes the primary color of whatever dye you use. Like with previous Galactic seasons, these armor pieces and set rewards are limited to the subscribers only rewards track, so you'll have to subscribe for at least a little bit to earn them. But also like with previous seasons, I believe subscribing at some point during the active season grants you all of the prior subscribers only rewards you would have earned up to your current level along the rewards track. Players will have to earn their way to level 40 to get the complete Coruscanti Traveler set, and all the way up to level 95 to get the full Kaas Traveler set. And they'll have to reach levels 29, 43, and 79 to get the thigh-high boots, Galactic Privateer Hat, and the Scourge of the Galaxy helmet, respectively. And as a side note, while we're in the realm of fashion and character customization, the Galactic Season 8 rewards track also offers a hairstyle customization option, the Senator's Consort hairstyle. This look is pulled straight out of Andor and can be obtained by reaching the final level, level 100 on the rewards track. And there's a second new hairstyle option you can unlock, the Regal Senator hairstyle, which looks to be Mon Mothma's hairstyle as seen in Andor. In order to earn this though, you'll have to complete all of the achievements related to this Galactic season. And that's an even taller task than just completing the seasonal rewards track, so if you want this hairstyle then you should get working on it as soon as possible. Also, there are 4 dye modules, 2 that swap around matte gray and metallic light copper colors, and 2 using matte gray and metallic dark blue. The copper dyes look decent, but I think the matte gray and metallic dark blue ones can look pretty sharp. You'd have to reach level 84 to get the first dye of the 4, and level 99 to get the last one. Even though uprisings are the focus for this season, that doesn't mean you have to take part in them. As usual, players have a range of weekly objectives they can complete to earn Galactic Seasons points, and there are more than enough objectives for you to completely pass on the uprisings if you'd like. I've run down how to go about earning Galactic Seasons points in a previous Fashion Alert, so I won't rehash all that here. Once again, you can also buy your way along the track using cartel coins, but it's so easy to earn all of the weekly allotted points that I highly advise against wasting your cartel coins on this. With most everyone looking to complete the objectives quickly, I rarely ever make it to Wednesday without finishing up the weeklies. So I'd only ever consider using the CC in an emergency catch-up situation. As with previous Galactic seasons, all of the armor pieces are bound to Legacy, and once you collect all 7 pieces to a set on a character, the set unlocks in that player's collections page, which will allow you to print infinite copies of the set and mail the pieces around to your other characters. And the individual pieces are unlocked once you claim them. But also like with previous Galactic seasons, these armor sets and pieces are only obtainable during the Galactic season, and once that ends, as of right now, there's no way to acquire them afterward. In fact, that limited time availability is really what led to this Fashion Alert series. Whenever I would use some piece from a Galactic season armor set, I'd have someone in the comments asking about how to get it long after the season was over. So this is my way of letting players know what's available while it's available, in the hopes that players won't miss out on some awesome piece they can never get again. Now the important thing is whether or not it's worth it to subscribe to SWTOR for these 2 armor sets or the 3 extra pieces. Well, it's your money, and that's something you'll have to decide for yourself. But personally, I'm not seeing anything I'd classify as a must-have. There are some good individual pieces here and there, but nothing I can't live without as a Space Barbie fashion designer. But if you are subbed or planning to sub already, there are some things here worth grinding for in my opinion. What do you think about the Coruscanti and Kaas Traveler sets? Any pieces here that you think are worth grinding for? What about the boots or the 2 helmets? Will you be getting these sets and pieces, or are you sitting this one out? Also, are there any outfit ideas that you have in mind after seeing these sets? Let us know in the comments below. Also remember to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to Backseat Gamers to catch future fashion alerts and other SWTOR content. Happy grinding, and I'll catch you on the next one.